A lot of people have asked me about the area that we live in. It's called Bosques de Lourdes. I guess it's the bosques is the trees. That's the front gate. And as I showed in a couple of videos, it's all made of these pavers, and the roads are quite wide. You can see there's a car parked there, and there's still room to drive down. And it's divided, so you're less likely to get hit by a car crossing the road because you have all that grass to stand on while the cars are going by. It's generally not very busy there anyway. This was actually a walk around when we first looked at the houses. We had looked at 4 houses in this complex before picking the house that we did to move into. As you can see, there's intersections that are very wide, like this one. That's where we had our fireworks on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Those very large open areas, and cars are passing by the whole time we were doing fireworks. It was crazy. I'm sure these drivers were hoping something didn't blow up underneath their car as they drove by. So here we are just walking through that area, and as you can see up on the left there is a bit of a park area, and that is where we have several things for kids. I mean, it's not the only park. We actually have parks all over the place. There's, I think, 6 different playgrounds at least that I've seen. I haven't actually walked the whole complex. There must be probably, I'm thinking 1,000 houses in here. It's a very big area. But as you can see, our friend is walking up there, and it shows a little seating area around, but then there is this basketball court that's right there. Also another place that people like to blow up fireworks, ironically. And then just after the basketball court, there is a big soccer field here. It's all gated off so your ball hopefully doesn't go rolling onto the road like it accidentally got popped the other day when the water truck went by. But those are 2 big areas for kids. There's, you can just play whenever you want. I think there's an instructor that comes and gives instruction on football to people. There's also the seating area up there on the right. And as you walk through these paths, you can see there's a path that keeps going down the left. That's the pool where the gate is with the green on it. So that's one of the 2 pools that we have. Actually, technically, there's 2 pools in there because there's a kiddie pool in the back and there's that big pool in the front. I got a better picture of it in a minute. But that's sort of, some privacy fence around it. It makes it easier, to be out there in your swimsuit. And there's this whole playground area there. That's probably maybe the largest playground, or maybe it's the same size as the playground that's at the other pool. You see, that's the pool building from the front, and it's got this green outer lobby area, I guess you could call it, where they do parties and stuff. That's great. We had the Christmas party there for the kids. I didn't do a video because it's, other people's kids. There's me in front of that fountain there as I'm walking around. And that's that other playground that's over by the store. The store is the yellow building there with the green awning. And there's us going to that pool. It has a key fob, so that's the lobby area you can see from the other direction. There's a gate here that's usually they lock it at 9, so I guess that one's locked at 9. But then there's a key fob here. And beside Willem on the right is the women's bathroom, and on the other side is the men's bathroom. So you can change and stuff right there. And this pool is great. It's actually the same depth everywhere. It's not really shallow, because you can see Annika, she can stand, that's no problem. But it's the same depth everywhere. There's no sort of deep end. It's the other pool that has sort of different levels. There's some seating areas there. This gray building with the windows, that used to be a gym, but they don't have it operational right now. There it is at night. Of course, the pool closed at 9, so we could be out there swimming in the dark. I've been there several times when the moon has come up like that. And there's lots of course, plants and beautiful greenery everywhere. The chain link fence that is on my left, I'll turn around in a second, that actually blocks off a river. It's called Rio de Amarillo, I think. The Yellow River. It's not really a river, it's more like a creek, but it's got yellow water, I guess. This is up at the other pool. So there was a playground, I think we're coming up to the football field there, and then there's this gate, and that's the other pool. And that pool has a shallow end in the front there. The other little square on the side on the left, that was like a really shallow, like a foot deep for sort of sunbathing, and then it has a really deep end. It's a bit deeper than the other one. But as you can see, this is a very active neighborhood. This is us out. This is Christmas Eve, actually. We're out with neighbors that we just met here, and we're blowing up all kinds of stuff out there with the kids. They had such a great time. And this is how the streets look. They're all dead ends. So there's not a lot of passing through traffic. Where the divided road was, that's the main road. And then off of that divided road are all these side streets. As you can see, there's lots of space to get around. Even cars parked side by side like that, you can still drive a car through. And it comes to a dead end. It's really safe for my kitty cats. We used to live on the highway, and I was always scared about kitty cats getting killed. It's much safer here. If anyone's interested in living in this area, I can hook you up with a real estate agent that showed us around. Just send us an email at youtube@hagenaars.com. Have a good day.
Don't forget to hit the like button.